So Apple has finally released the iPad OS 18. A bit disappointing. I would just start with saying that it's a bit disappointing. There was a lot of hope that Apple would do like some good things with this iPad, but the main things to talk about this iPad OS will be Apple Intelligence. I think other than Apple Intelligence, they haven't really done much in there, like on the iPad models of the which are the Pro and iPad Air models. A bit of Apple Intelligence will be available with M1 and later produced. iPad OS 18 will produce an Apple Intelligence which focuses on the few things like writing focus they can do and the communication focus. There are some images which it can help. You can edit the images. There is a calculator app and the Siri is improved. That's pretty much the main thing for that. Other than that, like notes taking will take a bit of improvement. When you write the notes, it can take, like, if you scribble a picture and that picture can be improved by and replaced by a different picture, and the notes app take a bit of improvement with that. They're calling it as smart script in notes, which is a powerful. They're calling it as a handwriting tool. There is some live audio transcription in there where they can record their audio sessions with it, and like it can generate the transcriptions. Like, let's say you are in a lecture, that can be a bit of helpful. I don't think, like, one thing is important to note is that calculator app on the iPad. As you would notice, there was not really a calculator app in there, but now they're producing this really high quality, beautiful calculator app which can do a lot of things. Like, you can go through, like, writing a formula. Like, let's say you're writing 10 divided by 2. As soon as you put an equal sign, it will give you the answer. Like, or if you like change it with something, it will also give you the answer. It can solve a complex values. So that's a bit of helpful for the students. I don't see the application of it in the real life, to be very honest. Customization wise, there are some of the things like in the iPad OS, if you would remember, you cannot drag the icons like how you can do it in the Windows on a different screen. Now, as with iOS and Mac OS, they've allowed to do that on the iPad as well. These are just like makeup changes. These are just like, on the surface. It doesn't address the core issue to make your iPad a replacement, which I really wanted to do, a replacement for my Mac. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that at all. Like, there is like one good feature. Like, let's say, let me tell you, this is called, like, locked and hidden apps. There is a folder you can make for the locked things, and you can put some photos behind it. You can put some apps behind it. Can be anything, and there can be a lot of reasons you want to do that. Like, let's say your banking app, you do not want, like, your kids to accidentally open that. So this is something which is a good control. And in terms of customization, there is a big update to the control center which is coming as well. It's very frustrating when you pull the control center down. You can only see particularly set icons by the Apple. Now it allows you to do the stuff by yourself. You can replace a few things. So really, really good in terms of that. Photos app is getting some sort of improvement. Like, you can remove the background objects. You can, like, do a lot of things on the Photos app. The entire library is on your fingertips, and like, let's say if you want to say, like, show me the photos from the trips in Sydney, New South Wales, somewhere, and it can bring that in. Or like a car with the name, like, with this number, it can bring that. And Photos app will obviously, how it keeps, daily content. It does like some artificial intelligence improvement on there. You also get the messages improvement in the iMessages and game mode improvement. But all in all, like, if we look at, there is a bit of disappointment, with the Apple making the changes in the Safari, password app, SharePlay, freeform app. Like, but still, it's like, kind of like, if there is a tree and you keep trimming on the branches, but you're not pointing all your energies to the root cause of the problem, which is like iPad OS is an iPad OS. It is a very beautiful machine. It is a very fast and very powerful machine.